What if I told you Michael Jordan didn't just dominate the basketball court, he quietly built one of the most powerful empires in sports history? Most people remember him for 6 NBA championships and the iconic number 23 jersey. But behind the scenes, Jordan was making moves that would turn him into a billionaire investor without most of the world even noticing. While fans were watching slam dunks and game-winning shots, he was building global deals, buying major sports franchises, and sealing investments worth more than some countries' GDPs. How did a man who started with a $500,000 Nike deal transform it into a multi-billion-dollar global brand? And here's the twist. One of his biggest investment wins came from a deal that had nothing to do with basketball. This isn't just a story about sneakers and championships. It's about a man who changed what it means to be a legend. The real question is, how did Michael Jordan master the business game better than anyone else in sports history? Keep watching. Michael Jordan wasn't born into wealth. He earned every bit of it through talent, grit, and vision. Rising from Wilmington, North Carolina, he transformed into the most feared and admired player in NBA history. With 6 championships, 5 MVPs, and a global fan base, he became more than a basketball player. He became a brand. In the 1980s and 90s, NBA salaries were impressive, but not billionaire level. Jordan's early contracts with the Chicago Bulls earned him millions, but it was his final 2 seasons, earning over $30 million per year, that truly stood out. Yet even that was just the beginning. More important than the cash was the spotlight. His dominance on the court made him a household name across continents. This fame gave him something no contract ever could: leverage. Brands didn't just want to sponsor him, they wanted to be associated with him. That was the real foundation of his empire, and he was about to use it in a way no athlete ever had before. In 1984, Michael Jordan made a decision that would rewrite the playbook for athlete endorsements forever. At the time, he wasn't even Nike's first choice. They were a smaller brand, trailing behind giants like Adidas and Converse. But when Nike offered him a 5-year deal worth $500,000 a year, plus a stake in a new sneaker line, Jordan took the leap. That sneaker line became Air Jordan. Nobody could have predicted what would happen next. In its first year, the Air Jordan 1 generated over $100 million in sales. Today, that brand is a cultural icon, raking in more than $5 billion annually for Nike. Jordan himself earns over $150 million a year from Nike alone, more than he ever made playing in the NBA. Air Jordan didn't just sell shoes. It launched a revolution in sports branding. Michael Jordan wasn't just an athlete anymore. He was a logo, a movement, a global business. And this was only his first step toward billionaire status. Because while the world was focused on his sneakers, Jordan was already planning what came next. While most athletes stop at endorsements, Michael Jordan was quietly studying the business game behind the scenes. After retiring from basketball, he didn't just fade into luxury. He stepped into the boardroom, one of his boldest moves, buying a majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets. In 2010, Jordan became the first former player to own an NBA team, purchasing a controlling share for $275 million. People questioned the move. The Hornets weren't a championship team, and many thought it was a vanity play. But Jordan wasn't playing for status. He was building value. That investment aged like gold. In 2023, Jordan sold his majority stake in the team, valuing the franchise at over $3 billion. His personal return, over $2 billion. Just like that, MJ didn't just play the game. He mastered the business of it. But what if I told you that Michael Jordan once made $2.7 million in a single minute? Without touching a basketball, speaking on a mic, or showing up on camera? Michael Jordan isn't just a name, it's a billion-dollar brand powered by calculated moves and strategic timing. Beyond basketball, Jordan built a portfolio that few athletes in history can rival. He co-founded Cincoro Tequila with other NBA owners. This isn't just a celebrity drink, it's a luxury spirit that retails for over $1,500 a bottle in its premium line. In just a few years, it's become a status symbol among elite drinkers. Then there's his investment in DraftKings, a digital sports betting platform. Jordan took an equity stake and joined their board in 2020. As the sports betting industry exploded, so did DraftKings stock, and MJ's wealth followed. And if you thought he was done with competition, think again. Jordan became a co-owner of a NASCAR team, 23XI Racing, with Denny Hamlin. Many laughed at the move, but when his driver won just months later, it was clear. Jordan doesn't just invest, he wins. This isn't luck, it's long-game mastery. Every move is timed, studied, and intentional. Jordan plays business like he played basketball, with patience, precision, and power. So what's the secret behind Michael Jordan's empire? It's not just talent, it's not even timing, it's mindset. From early on, Jordan understood something most athletes never do. True wealth doesn't come from paychecks. It comes from ownership. Endorsements made him famous, but equity made him rich. When Nike offered him just $500,000 in 1984, it wasn't the money he focused on, it was the brand. He didn't just want to promote a shoe, he wanted to be the brand. And that mindset followed him into every deal since. Instead of chasing short-term fame, MJ chose long-term value. Instead of trading time for money, he built systems that generate wealth while he sleeps. Call it ego, call it brilliance, but Jordan's philosophy is simple. Own the lane, control the court, and build something so powerful it earns while you're silent. That's the real legacy. Not the points he scored, but the power he built behind the scenes. Now let's talk about what the billionaire life really looks like for Michael Jordan. He owns a sprawling $12 million estate in Jupiter, Florida, complete with a full-size basketball court, cigar lounge, and private golf course access. In Chicago, his legendary 56,000-square-foot mansion still stands as a symbol of his peak-era dominance. And when MJ travels, he flies in style aboard his customized Gulfstream G550 jet painted in his signature Carolina blue. He sails on a $80 million super yacht, cruises in ultra-rare Ferraris, and has access to private clubs most billionaires dream of joining. But here's the thing, none of this came from impulse spending or reckless fame. Every home, every toy, every luxury is a result, not the goal. Jordan didn't just earn riches, he earned options. And that's the real lifestyle of a billionaire, the freedom to live life entirely on your terms, because you played the long game better than anyone else. As of the latest estimates, Michael Jordan's net worth stands at over $3.2 billion. Let that sink in. A man who made just over $90 million during his entire NBA playing career is now worth more than entire sports franchises. How? The secret isn't one deal, it's dozens of smart ones that stack up over time. From his Nike royalties alone, MJ rakes in an estimated $150 million every year. Add that to his stake in Cincoro Tequila, part ownership of a NASCAR team, heavy investments in DraftKings and various real estate assets, and you start to see the full picture. Each stream flows into the next, compounding his wealth like clockwork. He doesn't just make money, he multiplies it. So here's the question. Is Michael Jordan quietly holding the most underrated billionaire playbook of our time? And if so, what can the rest of us learn from it? Michael Jordan didn't just leave a legacy on the court, he built a financial empire off of it. From slam dunks to stock options, from MVP titles to billion-dollar boardroom deals, MJ redefined what it means to win. He used his fame not as a finish line, but as a foundation. Every move, his Nike deal, his ownership in the Hornets, his calculated investments, was a play toward ownership, longevity, and impact. So here's the question. Are you building a brand or just playing the game? Jordan stopped scoring baskets years ago, but he never stopped winning. Only now, the scoreboard isn't measured in points. It's measured in billions. Which MJ move shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more powerful stories of untold billionaires, hit that subscribe button. The next empire might inspire yours.